And action.
I think everyone's formative period is their teenage years. For me, it was the late 70s and early 80s. The music of that period, the movies of that period. I've always looked for a way to try to address that time. That was my time. Even though I don't feature in the movie as a character, those memories are very personal.
It's 1981, which involves quite a lot of 1970s leftovers. So there's some fantastic costumes wandering around, big hair. Don't you look absolutely glorious?
Very.
So I had a Zoom during lockdown with Sam. He said, I'm thinking of writing this film and I'm thinking of you to play a part in it. And I said, yes, please. And turns out the script was really good.
That's all I wanted to hear.
He is so emotionally engaged. He knows exactly what to say so that you understand what he wants. If it's sad, he's crying. If it's funny, he giggles behind the monitor.
Goes without saying that he's just able to notate actors in ways that are always useful and sensitive to what the actor is trying to do.
Show me a film. I want to see a film.
It's a romance about a love of one character for another. It's a romance about a love of this particular world, about the beauty of the idea of cinema.
It's not the size of the screen so much, it's whether you get a jump scare at the same time as 200 other people, or whether you cry at the same time as 200 people. If we're not going out and congregating, there's probably a commonality that we're depriving ourselves of. I hope people come and see this film in that spirit.
مغامرات جديدة للهر الشهير بوس إن بوتس منتبعها بأحدث جزء من سلسلة الأفلام يلي انطلقت من حوالي 12 سنة مع أنطونيو بانديراس وسلمى حايك ضمن طاقم العمل. عنوان هالجزء هو The Last Wish.
The legend will never die.
Puss in Boots is on the last of his 9 lives.
It's the first time that he knows that death is a possibility. The wishing star could get me my lives back.
But every fairy tale character are after this wishing star too. I mean, you can imagine who wins.
I just love the smell of fear.
Hello, Mrs.
We're looking for the legendary Puss in Boots. Have you perhaps seen him?
Goldie, is this him?
Who is this guy?
I'm Puss's best friend.
And you are Soft Paws. Kitty's Soft Paws.
Oh, look at her.
Am I doing it? It is more beautiful than you can imagine. It is super fun.
What? What's funny?
It just makes you feel good when you look at life through a positive lens.
Adventurous, energetic, exciting, cute.
It was for me the most spectacular of all this time. Hey, you want to see something cool? Good people, accept this golden gift from Puss in Boots.
الكاتبة والإعلامية جوزيفين حبشي بتقدم لنا أول فيلم روائي لها بعنوان All Roads Lead to Rome، إخراج لارا سابا مع شادي حداد، روبي زعرور، بتي توتل، جوليا قصار، سنتيا كرم، ميرنا مكرزل، رفقة طرباي ونخبة من ألمع نجوم دراما اللبنانية.
ولا لا تمثل
حبيبتي بك شيء؟ هيدا شي سكري.
هادي نجم يعني من أهم
هالفيلم بيلاحق المغامرات اللي رح يعيشها ممثل خلال الفترة يلي بتسبق اختياره ليمثل دور البابا أو البوب بفيلم عالمي ضخم عم بيتم التحضير له بروما.
شو جابك لعنا؟
عبالي ارتاح شوي من التليفونات وعجقة بيروت والصحفية والناس.
ما لك إلا تنزل عنا بالدين. يا رب رحمتك.
عم مفرق طريق بننصحكم تحضروه، وبيتميز بتمثيل رائع من كل الكاست ومشاهد خلابة ومواقف فكاهية من بداية الفيلم ولآخره، وكان انعرض بمهرجان البحر الأحمر بالمملكة العربية السعودية.
وعدتيني. وي ماما. لا!
نحن كمان مسافرين بهالقرب على روما.
حلو. ما نكون هاينين، سيرلوك هولمز. إن شاء الله أشوفكم بروما.
المخرج المكسيكي جيليرمو ديل تورو صاحب أفلام قوية مثل هالبوي وذا شيب اوف ووتر بيقدم لنا نسخته الخاصة عن قصة الكاتب كارلو كولودي عن مغامرات بينوكيو بإنتاج مهم من الرسوم المتحركة وبأصوات نجوم مثل كيت بلانشيت، يوان ماجريغور، تيلدا سوينتون، كريستوف والتز وكتير غيرهم. جولة على كواليس الفيلم مع المخرج والكاست.
One of the unique challenges that we have is the animator has to actually be able to get in and reach the puppets and animate. So we have to design these sets so that they can be pulled apart in many different ways.
It's all a big teamwork, and we're all sitting there together talking about how this is going to look. You know, the film looks a certain way, and then the animation needs to fit into that world as well.
What is coming through is so emotional and strong that it's very inspiring for a composer to be offered so much depth in the story and so much beauty in the rendering.
The songs spring out of Pinocchio completely by surprise. And there's a purity, like a handmade quality to the songs themselves.
Alexander and I discussed me writing the lyrics to some of the music, and we broke the basic concepts together.
For the whole film, I've chosen to use only wood instruments, so it creates a very strange environment that belongs to Pinocchio.
It's a movie with a huge heart. It deals with sense of self, family, and not having to change to be accepted.
It can bring a tear to your eye how emotional it is.
Guillermo is always looking at what it is to be a human. That's his territory. And Pinocchio is all about that.
I'm the luckiest boy in the world!